continue to prepare themselves. And with that comes a huge responsibility for every group, because the day is not only big for Kenyans but the international community. With it comes the media that is responsible for disseminating information and telling Kenyans and the world on the day-by-day, blow-by-blow occurrences on the elections. As politicians continue to campaign, media becomes an integral player in covering the daily occurrences. But even as we continue to let you know of what is happening, the international media is equally part of this process. So what exactly is their role and how significant is their presence in this election? I will be talking to Salo Jafari, VOA Africa Division Director. Welcome to Standard Media Group, KTN News Studios.
Thank you.
The first converged newsroom this side of Sahara.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. So as we talk about the elections, especially in Kenya right now, how does the international community come in helping disseminate the right information to the rest of the world?
Like you said, our role is crucial. The role of media in general is crucial. Voice of America is in the heart of it. That's why we're here. We're giving a lot of importance to this election. We're here, we actually arrived a week ago with a group of my colleagues to actually train and sit down with our stringers, because we have a lot of them across the country, to prepare them for what's to come. The elections are in a few days, and I've seen your newsroom and you're already preparing for it, and so we're doing the same. This election is very important to us, so we're here to talk to our stringers, to prepare them, to kind of agree on what we expect from them, what we can do, how are we going to tell the story, remind them of the rules of Voice of America, which is we're not in the business of opinion, we're in the business of telling the truth, reporting the news. The news, Voice of America or you or any other journalist or reporter, whether belonging to television, radio, print, digital, our role is to tell the truth and to inform, first of all. When it comes to election, information is key. You have to tell the audience, the listeners, what is at stake. Who are the candidates? Why should they vote for this person or this person? What is the background story of what's happening? What is the implications? So our role is also to give a platform to the Kenyan people in this particular case, whether a shoemaker or whether it's a politician or whether it's an analyst, to give them a platform to speak about it and kind of inspire other people that might be watching. And that, in my sense, our role here.
Well, now, when we get to disseminating information, the local media and the international media, then there is the aspect of partnership. We know already that you're partnering with KTN News with regards to disseminating information. But as we get into the election, what are some of the partnerships that you look at and into investing even more on local media to team up with you, take advantage of resources of both partnerships to be able to give credible, verifiable information to Kenyans and the world at large? Because it has always been that information that comes from Africa via the international media is always lacks some sense of truth. So are we looking to manage together?
That's why we're here. So first of all, I'm really thrilled that I'm here. I got to visit the new settings, the old settings, the studios. It's really impressive. And you are one of our biggest partners in Kenya. I'm really happy to be here. And also, I'm sure my colleagues from BBG, from USAGM, who organized the training and who organized the CEO conference in Cape Town, we just came from there, are really happy to see what you guys are doing, the preparation for the elections. In terms of collaboration, our collaboration does not start now, before the election. We've been collaborating for years, and before coming here, I told myself, the goal of this trip for me, which is the first one to KTN, is kind of strengthen the communication that we have between each other, the collaboration on a day-to-day basis that we have with each other. I don't want to talk to you like once a year. I don't want my team to talk to you once a year. I want them to talk to you every day, so that we share our skills, we share our content, you share with us, and with your CEO, we just talked about other possibilities of collaboration. beyond the election. During the election, we can do co-hosted shows. We can share content, like you said. But beyond the election, I think we need to find other ways, like investigative journalism. We can collaborate. You can provide, technical crew or reporter, and we can do the same. And this is very exciting to me. And we would like to do that with every partner that we have. We're starting today with KTN.
Yeah. So Voice of America, back home, we are interested in what is happening in America. Let's talk about the recent Supreme Court ruling, when they sit there, they're also interested in what is happening here. So then how do you ensure, what are some of the safeguards that you put in place to ensure that whatever comes from Africa, that comes from Kenya, is what ought to be there? What are some of the boxes that someone has to tick?
So, Voice of America, let me tell you a little bit about the Africa division for people who are not really familiar with our division and Voice of America in general. Voice of America is a network of 44 language services. That's huge. Just in the Africa division, we have 10 services. We have about 16 languages. So for you, in your case, Kenya, we have two particular services that provide content to partners like yourself. We have our English to Africa service, and we have our Swahili service. And I'm actually today with the chief of our Swahili service, and I'm sure she's meeting right now with your Swahili team. So what we do is our target is Africa. Our target is our African audience. People that, get the news every day easily, but also people who don't necessarily get easy news and truthful news, comprehensive, unbiased, balanced. These are the three adjectives that we abide by. This is our pledge to our partners or to our listeners, being truthful, being comprehensive. We cover the news not only in Kenya. I mean, we can provide content about what's going on, just like you did. I mean, your show, you kind of did you went to Kenya, then you went to, Kenya now, and then Nigeria, Guinea. So that's what we do. We cover the whole continent, and that content can be provided to our partners in general, including you.
Well, Samuel Jafari, Voice of America Africa Division Director, even as we continue to have this conversation, may the partnership continue growing. We look forward to growing more.